What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we have Bitcoin breaking out of our pennant pattern, uh, going up to $72,000 this morning. Um, and I wanted to discuss what this means for Bitcoin and crypto assets, as well as what other commodities and sectors are set to explode higher. All right, guys, let's get started. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. All right, as I mentioned, Bitcoin is breaking out of this pennant pattern that we had. We've had a little bit of bearishness in the markets the last couple of days, but this morning, Bitcoin is moving higher, touching 72,900 $900 range. So if we can maintain and close above this level, this is bullish for Bitcoin and crypto in the short term, and we can discuss where that may go. A couple other charts I wanted to show you is the commodities trade and sectors are booming higher. Gold is up above $2,300 per ounce. Silver is at 2750. We mentioned this last week. We had this inverse head and shoulders pattern like we saw on gold. And once we broke out, well, the move to the upside was quite substantial. And so that is good for the these commodities as well as the gold miners. We know the gold miners have been lagging the gold price. GDX is at $33.60 right now, and is moving higher. Newmont Mining Corp is also nearly at $40. I mentioned this here a couple times on this channel. Called this down here when this broke out, set in this island reversal around $30. Got in on that trade around there, and it has moved much higher. This is about a $10 increase, which was about a 33% gain for this stock. So that has been good. It could go higher if we zoom out here a little bit. We see these next areas where this could go to, possibly 41.50 to $43, and then after that, well, it could go much higher, as could move up to that 47 to $48 level. Um, but I just wanted to show you this uh, pattern that we are putting here on gold and what that means for commodities as well as crypto. If we zoom out here on the gold chart, we had this inverse head and shoulders pattern playing out. And if we took that distance, well, that puts us up around $24 to $2,500. But really, I wanted to zoom out here on this bigger pattern that is playing out on gold. Um, we have a giant cup and handle pattern here for gold, which is very bullish. And if we take a measured move on that, well, that is about a 70% increase or $700. So if we were to do that from this breakout of around 2000, well, that puts the gold price up to around that $2,800 level, $3,000 level, possibly. I think this will be bullish. We know a lot of the central banks around the world are buying gold, especially China and Russia, um, and they need this to back their central policies. So I am very bullish on gold right now, as well as some of these other commodities. And what's that mean for crypto and Bitcoin? Well, We can do the same thing here on Bitcoin. If we zoom out, I'm going to have to refresh this chart. 1 minute here, guys, while this reloads. So we'll go to Bitcoin USD over on Coinbase, and we can see here if we zoom out to the weekly chart that we have a very similar pattern playing out where we have this giant cup and handle formation forming. So that could be very bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. And if we just take a measurement on that, well, that puts us in, sorry guys. So that is about a 76% increase. So Bitcoin could go much, much higher. I anticipate that we probably, if we zoom back here to the daily chart, we probably see this play out something like this, possibly, where we come down, retest this, and then we break that all-time high and we move higher. I think that's probably likely to happen here as we come into the halving in just a couple of days now. It's about 10 days away on the Bitcoin halving, and so we could see Bitcoin go up to that 75,000 to possibly $80,000 range here. Um, but we got to watch out and see if this closes here and holds, or if we do see a bigger pullback, which I still think that this level right here of around $60,000 is going to act as a big support if we move down there. So we will have to see how that plays out. What does that mean for other crypto assets? Well, that is obviously bullish. Um, we could see the crypto miners move much higher. We've had this long base of accumulation sitting in higher lows and higher highs. Uh, this is Clean Spark Mining. It's ticker symbol CLSK, currently sitting around $15. And it is in this zone here where we just continue to move sideways and accumulate. This crypto miner has outperformed the others so far this cycle and has been pretty strong. We see the RSI is resetting. Um, we also have Marathon Digital. When this opened up this morning, this was higher here around $19. It's falling down to around $17. As I mentioned, I think anywhere in this area is a good investment or spot buy opportunity for investors and swing traders. I'm sure a lot of day traders out there is going to like this level. I don't really day trade. I'm more of an investor and swing trader. So I have been um, accumulating this since down here. I've taken some profits when we came up, but I'm still holding a pretty large portion of these crypto miners in my portfolio. I also really like Riot on its prices. As you can see, a series of higher lows and higher highs, currently setting right around $10. I think anywhere in this zone is a great buying opportunity for Riot. As the Bitcoin price goes up, you will see these miners go higher as well. And you can see here we've been up to around $18 on Riot. So this would be about an 80% move from where we're setting right now. And you can see these cycles here happen fairly quickly in a matter of just a couple weeks. So as we go into the halving um, and we see Bitcoin's price move up, most likely later this year, these stocks will do very well. All right, guys, if you are interested in buying um, stocks, commodities, crypto, Bitcoin, gold, and silver, you can do so over here on Robinhood. Right now, they're offering a 3% cash back across the board with their card. You can also get a 3% boost on your IRA transfers to Robinhood. So if you have $10,000, that's $300. $100,000 is $3,000. And of course, 1 million is $30,000. They also offer a 8 times the national savings rate, and they allow you to buy fractional shares. So whenever you set up a Robinhood account, you automatically get a one stock, and if you want to buy, say, something like Nvidia, which is around $900 currently, and you only have $50, well, you can buy a fractional share of that stock with the money that you have. You can also buy crypto, as I mentioned. They offer Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Shiba. These meme coins have been doing really well lately, and Doge is kind of the mother of the meme coins, and it is the one that a lot of people go to. I don't really trade meme coins or buy a lot of meme coins. I actually not very much at all, but I do see a lot of people probably going towards Doge because that is one name that stands out. If you're interested, you can click the link down below in the description and get your Robinhood account. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin heat map because, as I mentioned, the last week or so, we had this area of liquidity around $72,000. We came up and swept that overnight. The price is moving down just a bit, and we may see it go back down to retest that pendant line and possibly take out some of this other liquidity here in the market of around $70,000. I think that is probably the most likely move here in the very short term over the next day or two, but I do think we have a chance to move higher. Um, if we take a look at the weekly heat map for Bitcoin, we can see that we do have this area liquidity right around $69,000. So I could see that being swept up. We do have some down here around $64,000, but really overall, it's looking very good for Bitcoin and crypto currently. We also know that the U.S. national debt and people's debt just continues to pile up. The U.S. national debt stands at 31 trillion, 500 billion. So, what does that mean for commodities, stocks, equities, and crypto? Well, we know eventually the Fed is going to have to cut rates at some point. Um, so this would be quantitative easing, and they're probably going to eventually have to print more money as well, which would boost all these assets over time. We could be entering an everything bubble once again, like we saw in 2021, and I think that is most likely going to happen as the government has to do some sort of quantitative easing in order to possibly stimulate the economy later on. The economy's still doing pretty strong, but maybe it's not necessarily that. Maybe they have to go and bail out some of these banks. It's hard to say what may happen, but at some point they will have to do some form of quantitative easing, which is positive for asset prices. So what does that mean for the rest of the crypto space? Well, we have Solana here. It's holding this upwards trend, setting around $180. We can zoom in here a little bit. As I mentioned, I think anywhere really in this box down to about 170 is a good buying opportunity. If Solana comes down and comes back down to around this $135 level, 130, 140, anywhere in that zone, I believe would be a great buying opportunity. I think Solana will do very well this crypto cycle. I could see Solana doing anywhere between $400 and $800 fairly conservatively, and possibly much higher. I know there's a lot of people out there calling for Solana to go much higher than that. It may. We will have to see. Another crypto is Ethereum, and as I've mentioned on this chart here, let's get zoomed in a little bit. Ethereum is continuing to pump this morning to around that $3,700 level. As I mentioned, I thought anywhere in this range would be a good buying opportunity. And I'm just seeing something here on the chart as we speak. Let me find a trend line here. We've got this trend that was moving down, and we have broke out just like we saw on Bitcoin. Um, so we're breaking out of this flag pattern that we have here, and we are moving higher right now. Um, if this area holds, this will be positive for the crypto space. Um, if we do get a reversal and come back down to around this $2,900 to $3,000 level, I think that would be a great entry for Ethereum, but we will have to see how that plays out. Another one is Chainlink. I really like Chainlink. Out of the altcoins I own and hold, I mainly like these ones that have real utility, and Chainlink is one of those. It allows these different blockchains to communicate. It's kind of like the glue that ties all these different chains together. And as you can see, we had this long area of accumulation, series of higher lows and higher highs. And right now, we are just accumulating. I think Chainlink is getting ready to really move higher here during this next move. It kind of lagged behind some of the other first movers. Excuse me, guys. um, but during the last move up on Bitcoin, it really started to gain strength. So I think anywhere in this zone here of around $15 to $16 is going to be good as long as we can maintain this level of support here. I could see Chainlink moving much higher. Um, so that is looking good for Chainlink. I think the next target will be this 25 to $28 range. So that could be a that could be something like a 60-70% return fairly easily. And then after that, we've got the 33 to $35 range on Chainlink. Avalanche is another layer one altcoin that I like because of all the projects they're working on, including their gaming. Gaming has yet to really take off. I think it's going to be really strong this crypto bull cycle. And as you see, a series of higher lows and higher highs, bouncing off our trend line perfectly here at around $45, currently sitting around 50. Um, so if it can maintain this line of support here, then it should be much higher for Avalanche. Another one is Polkadot, series of higher lows, higher highs. It did break our uh, upsloping trend line here, but really it just continues to kind of accumulate in this box. This is kind of really our first area that we really started to like Polkadot at around these levels. I still think this is a very good place for spot entries or investment opportunities throughout this crypto bull cycle. If you are interested in setting up an IRA um, to buy crypto, gold, silver, and some of these other meme coins such as Doge and Sheeb, you can do so over at iTrust Capital. You can set up your IRA or transfer a portion or all of your current IRA over to iTrust and set up a tax advantage IRA. This will allow you to keep a lot of your gains that you make off these buys and swing trades and save on taxes. And you can buy, sell, and trade 24/7 with iTrust Capital with low cost and no monthly fee. iTrust Capital has over 3,000 plus 5-star reviews on Google. I use iTrust. I transferred a portion of my IRA over to iTrust and am in the process of moving more capital over there right now to take advantage of this altcoin season. I like iTrust. They've got real people you can call and talk to whenever you set up your account, which I like that very well versus an automated system. And they were very helpful and friendly when I was setting up my account. If you're interested, there is a link down below in the description. And another way that you can buy, sell, trade stocks, commodities, and crypto is on Prime XBT. You can trade the markets or you can trade crypto futures uh, with margin. I bought this fill coin position over here on Prime XBT with a 2x leverage at around $8.79. It's moving higher, so up about 10% on that trade right now. Uh, I'm really digging this platform here. I can't wait to get uh, a little more capital coming in so I can buy some more trades over here on Prime XBT if you're interested. Also, a link below down to this. Right now, they are offering up to a $7,000 sign up bonus or 25% off your commissions when you trade. Um, I like their platform a lot. They have a lot to offer. If we go over to the global markets, you can see where you can buy other stocks and commodities, as I mentioned, such as gold, oil, silver. Um, and this is taking a minute to load here, but as you can see, you can buy uh, oil and copper, crude, as well as um, some of these other cryptocurrencies such as Polkadot, as we just spoke about, Ethereum, Dogecoin. So again, if you're interested, there is a link below. All right, guys, don't forget to go follow me over on Twitter where I post updates over there of anything I see related to investing and the stock markets and some of these other assets. As I mentioned, we are putting in a huge cup and handle on Bitcoin right now. So it is looking bullish. We will have to see what the rest of the markets do to see if we are still in a risk on or if we enter a risk off environment. I think that may be possible for a couple months, possibly maybe into the summer months. Maybe we see these markets continue to move higher through April and May, and then sell and go away. That is a real possibility. But overall, I'm still bullish on the markets for the year going into this presidential cycle. I think we will see a lot of things happening and a lot of these assets continue to move higher. All right, guys, I hope you all having a great Monday and ready for the rest of your week. I'll continue making videos here to help you all make better investment and trading decisions. You can follow me over here on Twitter at Mind of Financier. I am Mind of the Financier on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can follow me there as well. All right, guys, I hope you all have a great day. Until next time, be legendary, guys. Take care.